talk to me about the Juice Crew. How did the Juice Crew start?
I love the Juice Crew. Those are my brothers until the day I die. Like, those are truly my brothers. I don't put just hip hop brother in front of them because they are my brothers. The Juice Crew started from Mr. Magic, who was Sir Juice. Right. And because he was Sir Juice and we were his Juice Crew, he belonged to the original Juice Crew came out of the Fever, which was a club located in the Bronx, ran by Sal Abatello. He was legendary. The one who started the Juice Crew. And in order to be a Juice Crew member, you would get this ring. You would get like a Juice Crew ring. And
you would get a ring?
Oh, yeah. If you were an original Juice Crew member, you got a ring. A diamond ring that Sal had made up for you that went on your pinky. Yes, everyone had a pinky.
What did you have to do to get the ring?
In order to be a original Juice Crew member from the original Juice Crew in the Fever, it was that you had to have helped 20 kids through school. You needed to have paid for a couple of funerals. You had to have thrown some community events. You had to be a pillar in the community. You had to be someone that people looked up to and respected, and people chose you to be a Juice Crew member. It wasn't like something like, yo, I'm getting ready to start this club and we all going to be part of this club. That wasn't it. So you looked at these men who were part of this circle and they were very well respected. So Mr. Magic, who happened to be the one who's responsible for hip hop even being on the radio, he was Sir Juice and we were his crew. So that's how we became the Juice Crew All-Stars, because we were all stars and we were his crew. So that's how the Juice Crew came about.
Who are the original members of the Juice Crew? For people who don't know, people who coming in here, they're getting their education, who are the original members?
Okay, the original members of the Juice Crew is, of course, Mr. Magic, Roxanne Shante, Big Daddy Kane, Biz Markie, Cool Rap, Cool V, Craig G, Marley Marl, and I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. And I said Biz Markie, and I said G Rap, and I said, okay, yeah. So I think I covered it.
Okay, now who were there more members that came in after that, or those are just the people from the Juice Crew?
No, that's the Juice Crew members. The others were considered Juice Crew associates. I mean, I don't want you to feel bad, but I love them. But
Master Ace was in there. Who else was in there? Was Tragedy part of the Juice Crew?
Yes.
Because I heard. Okay, yeah. Okay, so there were people that were the original members were Kane, Cool G Rap, Biz, Cool V. Who else? Who else did you say?
Shan.
You said, yeah, and Shan and Biz Markie. Okay, so you had some. If you look at those people and Craig G, you had MC Shan, Cool G Rap, and Big Daddy Kane. These are three of the people that I consider some of the best who ever touched the mic. Rakim is #1 in my book. Cool G Rap and Big Daddy Kane are tied at #2. I can't make a distinction between both of them. It's too hard. Big Daddy Kane, in terms of being an overall all-purpose rapper, Big Daddy Kane is the best all-purpose rapper who ever lived in the history of hip-hop. Dancing, stage performance, rap, lyrics. He had everything. There's no one that can even argue that. There's no one that's even close to Big Daddy Kane. Maybe you could say LL would be close, but I think that in every respect, Big Daddy Kane had everything. Who is the best to you? Who is the best lyricist? Who is the best this, best that in the Juice Crew? So many talented people.
Okay, you can't choose one. And the reason why you can't choose one is because everyone was great in the category they represented. Shan, best storyteller. G-Rap, gangster. Big Daddy Kane, overall performer. Biz, beatbox, also performer. You see what I mean? So everyone was the greatest, or still is to me, the greatest at their category. And then myself, female rapper. So you look at having the best of everything. So no one had any competition with each other because you have the best of everything there.
Do you think that there will ever be a crew that will be that loaded like the Juice Crew? Has there ever been a crew since then that just had so many good people in one collective?
I mean, you've had some great crews come along, but they didn't have the best of everything. You know, I couldn't say that they would have the best of everything, because you needed to have your super female, your super storyteller, your super beatbox, your super entertainer, your super gangster rap. You need to have your super DJs. You need to, you needed to have the super of everything. Now some crews might have three, but then the other two may be lacking. They might, so you can't really say that.
Somebody made a good point. I think if there was someone that would equal that, it would probably be the Wu-Tang, which was many years later. They had a lot
I
of
was
good.
thinking the Wu-Tang, but the Wu-Tang didn't have a female.
The Wu-Tang did not have a female. You're right, and
See?
the Wu-Tang did
So,
not have a beatbox. Right.
See, there you go. So that's the reason. Like, I was doing a full comparison.
Right. That does make sense. Who started the beef with Boogie Down Productions? Why did that happen?
I don't even know. Let me tell you, I was overseas. And when I left to go overseas, of course, Juice Crew is running the charts. Everybody has hit records. I'm over in London. I come back home. My limousine driver picks me up, and he's looking kind of funny. So I'm like, well, what's the matter with you? And he's like, oh, I got something you want to hear. And I'm saying to myself, like, damn, now he want to play a demo. Because, like, that was the thing. I just came from a long trip. I didn't necessarily want to hear that at that moment.
Right.
And he was like, no, you got something you need to hear. So I was like, okay, play it. And then that's when I heard, dum, 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 dum. And I was like, and as I'm listening to it, like, what the fuck happened while I was gone? Like, I come back and we're at war. What happened? And
right.
The first thing I did was say, call Kane, because I knew that KRS-One was Kane's man.
Whoa.
KRS-One?
So whoa, hold on, stop. Hold on. I didn't know that. KRS-One was cool with Kane?
They had just moved his furniture out of his house.
How did Kane know cool? How did Kane know KRS?
I don't know. I mean, that you would have to ask Kane, because I don't know. But I knew that was Kane's man. So, automatically, I still had a lot of street in me. So because of that, the first thing it is like, you're responsible for your man's behavior.
Right.
See, now people don't hold consequences for things. But
right.
back in the day, that's just the way we're built. You are responsible for your man's behavior. So I need to know what happened here and how did this happen. And right. so I got to call Kane.
So you didn't laugh about it. You took it like hard body serious, right?
I did.
Okay, so now, knowing a little bit about you and how you carry yourself and how you look at things, did you ever see KRS to step to him, or you never saw him and you guys never crossed paths? What happened?
I did see KRS-One, and I kind of I let him basically tell the story. I think he told it on one of these documentaries. The first time I saw KRS-One, I saw him at the bank, and I had my son on my hip, and I was with one of my little sisters, and I remember as soon as I spotted him, I told my little sister, here, hold the baby, and I went rushing up to him.
Right at him.
And,
so what did he do? What did he do?
He was so polite that no matter what angle I was coming from, he was so calm and so polite that I almost looked crazy.
Well, you got to look at it this way. You're a woman, so how's he going to get out here and be a gorilla with a woman? Did he cop a plea, or he just said, listen, Shante, it's not that real? What actually took place? What was the conversation? Because obviously you ran up, you pulled up.
Right. So I said, yo, you made a record about me. Like, why'd you put me in it? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. And he was like, yo, I'm sorry. And I was like, no, I don't care about you being fucking sorry. This and that. You know what's going to happen. And he was like, but you got to understand. Like, I don't know if anyone who's ever had or was able to converse with KRS-One, he just is, unless he's on stage, because on stage he's 100. And unless you've had a chance to talk to him, you'll find that his demeanor is very calm and he has a constant like smirkish smile when he talks to diffuse the situation. And he diffused the situation. And you know, I walked away still a little charged, but was not as charged as I wanted to be, you know, because
Right.
sometimes you wanted to go there.
Right. Now in that record, because again, I'm a hip hop junkie. I've been doing this for years. Like I didn't just turn up on the scene as Fatman Scoop. I was there for the golden age. You know, Roxanne Shante is only good to steady pumping.
Mm-hmm.
How did when you hear that song now, does it mean anything to you, or do you just go on and dance and laugh and have a good time, or do you still kind of feel some type of way about it?
No, I was actually dancing and laughing about it when it first came out. Even though I took the diss initially itself very, very aggressively. I was like, oh, that's what he's trying to say. But when you think about it now, because we actually performed together a few times, and he went on stage and he was doing the song, and when the part came, he skipped it. So I pulled him to the side and I was like, listen, you can't unwrite hip-hop history. That song there is historical. Every fucking word of it. You cannot change it. Do not change it again. When you go out there, you say that part. You do that song because that is you. And you can't unwrite your history for the benefit of me standing right here, because I'm not going to unwrite my shit. I'm going to go up there and say my shit. You know? And I want you to feel comfortable doing the same, knowing that we're at a point now of where you are teaching history. So you can't rewrite it. And he was like, all right, okay, I got you. And then he was like, all right, Selecta, run it again. I said, shit, I ain't say run it again. I said, you know, you can
just do it again, right? When you get up there, do it again. Who is the person that you dissed that you are most close to now? Who's the person that you actually dissed or had a rap beef with that you're actually the closest to now? Fatman Scoop.